snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hi guys, so I am out in the garden as you guys can see, and I'm going to be reviewing The Disappeared by C J Harper. This book is kind of like a sci-fi futuristic dystopian thriller. I wasn't really sure what to think about this because I've not heard very much about this. I don't really know anyone who's talked about it. I ended up giving it 4 stars, which is pretty decent considering that I really didn't know anything about it when I picked it up, and I will tell you guys why. So basically this is a story set in a dystopian world, and the world has been affected by this thing called the Long War. The Long War went on for a very long time, as the name states, and it resulted in very many casualties and a lot of changes to society, and it resulted in the world having a new leader. The leader basically took over the role of president or prime minister, and he is now called the leader, and he basically divided up society into different sections depending on society's potential, so that everyone could reach their full potential and everyone could contribute something towards society and help them prosper and become a very successful nation. This story focuses on Blake. Blake is a young boy who attends a learning community centre, which is basically like a higher education, kind of very elitist school where young kids get trained and taught how to become valuable assets to society, and one day they will go into leadership positions within the society. The world that Blake is a part of is, in basic terms, divided up into smart and dumb people. Basically, anyone who is smart is trained to become a high member of society who will work for the leadership, who will work for the administration, and who will govern the country. And the people who are not as smart, they get sent to an academy where they learn how to become factory workers, and therefore they are believed to reach their full potential whilst also contributing to society. Blake has been told all of his life that everyone gets a potential test where they are tested to see what their potential is and how intelligent they are, and then they get sorted into wherever they're going to be in society. The general idea is that everyone reaches their full potential, as I've said, and that if that happens then the society will run smoothly just as the leader says, and everyone will be contributing in their own way. Blake knows this life very well, and he's grown up with it since he was little, and he believes that this is the best way of life, but obviously things kind of go a little bit wrong, and he starts to uncover that there are actually quite a few cracks in the system. It's not all as he's been told for the whole of his life, and there are problems in the society. Blake gets into a rather large amount of trouble very quickly in the story when he is mistaken for someone else, and he is thrown into an academy despite his intelligence, and he really starts to see the world as it really is, not the world that he has been brought up to believe in. From that point on, it's kind of like a roller coaster of madness and craziness as he kind of gets to know the way and the lifestyle that the people who are thrust into academies have been living for their whole lives. And it does have echoes of our human society, which is really, really chilling and quite disturbing, but also very entertaining. I definitely liked the idea of the world. I thought that the world itself was really interesting. I do like dystopian worlds because I think they're really, really cool, and of course they do have parallels to our world, which is a very nice thing to see. Also, I felt like the academy division to the learning community division was really, really interesting because one of them was very high intellect, very educated, but actually quite naive, whereas the other one, they knew kind of the basics of life. They know how to survive and they know what they have to do to get by, but they don't know all the fancy words that go along with that. I also really like some of the characters. Blake himself was a decent hero. As the story went on, he definitely developed into a more interesting and thoughtful character, and he became a role model for the other characters. I also really, really enjoyed Kay and Ali because they were so entertaining. Kay is a fighter, she's feisty, she's entertaining, she's fast, and she's quick-witted, even though she has never been given the proper education she has desired. She is really, really fun, and she just knows what she wants, and she will go for it no matter who is against her. Ali, on the other hand, is very timid, very shy, and very sweet, but she knows what is right and wrong as well, and she knows what she believes in. And when the time is right, she does stand up. Another element that I really enjoyed in this story was that the specials, who are the people in academies, they basically have their own language because they haven't been given a proper education, and they basically speak very, very disjointedly, which is really interesting. And once you get past the fact that it's all disjointed and it's a little bit hard to understand at first, you really get immersed in the world a lot better because of it, because it really shows the division between the high class and the low class, and the way that that has been divided up according to the ideals of the leader, as opposed to what it should be, perhaps. And it definitely enhanced the wrongness of the society and made you feel like, actually, this is not right, and I want to protest against it, and I want the characters to succeed because I believe in what they want. And I really enjoyed that. On the whole, it was definitely a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I didn't really expect much from it because I had no idea what it was really about, as I said, but I loved it and I would definitely want to pick up the next one. I would also love to hear what you guys thought of it, so please do tell me if you have read it and what you thought, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Bye! Me and you gonna have a little chat.